And don't forget, you Tyneside folks, dig in and keep cracking. Cheerio, everybody.
Visiting the home fleet, the King was received by the Commander-in-Chief aboard his flagship. One of the highlights of the visit, and only a few can be selected, was the playing of Sunset by the massed bands of the Royal Marines. Another highlight was the unique scene during the CNC's morning conference. At these daily conferences, detailed reports covering the past 24 hours are made by staff officers and decisions on future operations are taken. The King, as Admiral of the fleet, presided. Obviously, one of the most important items on the King's program was the inspection of fleet air arm units. He saw all types of aircraft now in use. He met many airmen with brilliant records to their credit. He watched exercises at sea, and one of the highlights here was the flypast by Barracudas, aircraft chiefly responsible for the recent highly successful attack on the Tirpitz. Then there was the inspection of X-craft, or midget submarines. These vessels are about 40 feet long and carry a crew of not more than 4. This is the type which penetrated 60 miles into Alton Fjord to attack the Tirpitz with such success that she was put out of action for 6 months. All crews are volunteers, as they are for the even smaller submarine known as the human torpedo. This is a two-man craft, the crew wearing Sladen diving suits because, as you'll see in a minute, they sit outside. The King and the CNC talked to one such crew and evidently got a real kick out of the conversation. The man in the forward seat drives this amazing craft, which consists of a 21-foot torpedo with a detachable explosive head. The man in the after seat has no part in the manipulation. His job is to unfix the explosive head and attach it to the target, a time fuse being set to delay the explosion while the vessel gets away. Human torpedoes have already proved themselves in action, doing serious damage to a big supply ship and sinking an enemy cruiser in Palermo Harbor. It was about 2 years ago that the Admiralty called for volunteers for special and hazardous duty. It meant these two kinds of submarines. The names of volunteers fairly poured in. That's a way they have in the Navy.